there, welcome back to the channel. So, since the last time I made a video, got all my guitars done and even cleaned them up too. So what I was going to do is play them back for you so you can hear what it sounds like. I'm kind of excited about it. Alright, so here's what I did. I recorded the main rhythm guitar, right, with the two mics, and I kind of split them out left and right a little bit. It's like 40 to 50. You can go 100 each way. You can play with it depending on what sounds the best, what gives it the biggest kind of widest stereo sound. I want the sound to be wide and big, it's like for everybody. The song says that over and over, and I want the sound to go everywhere, like for everybody. It's hard to explain what I'm picturing, but just like big round sound. So I've got those main guitars. I've got a little riff lead like in the middle of it, like a little solo that kind of mimics the melody line of the chorus. Very typical of a pop tune. It kind of opens with the chorus, has this middle eighth treatment in the middle section. It's like a long bridge. And I've got acoustic guitar and 3 electric guitars, a riff lead, a little fill bit that goes in that bridge section, and then just the main 2 guitars that are, the 2 tracks. It's just the 1 guitar that carries the bulk of it, and then finally the percussive acoustic track that I just throw in there for some glue, a little extra percussion, just some vibe. Alright, so the usual thing that I do to clean up the tracks is I'll connect to the machine. I've already done it, so I'm just going to show you real quick. I grabbed mono 0010 over to Audacity, brought it in, played it back a little, and as you can see, the track looks really good. It's not too loud, it's not too quiet, it just has like an even waveform, and you can see that it just worked, you know. So I'm going to go to Classic Filters once I find it. There it is. It was set at 40 for the bass drum. I'm going to change that to 100 Hertz and cut it off there. Just gets rid of some of the muck, you know, cleans it up. And then I'm going to amplify it a tad, and you could always double it, but like I said, this is just going to be kind of buried. It's for texture and for ambience. It's just a little something. And I've amplified it up to -1.5, which leaves me with like 2.4 dB of space. You know, you could still take it up if you wanted to. And that gives you plenty of volume, and you can push it. Now I'm going to save it and export it as a WAV file in 16-bit as ACO GTR, acoustic guitar. And so then I save acoustic guitar and then drag it back into the Zoom, and that's what I place in the track, is that. Not the original mono 010, but the new track is what I assign, and that's what we're going to hear played back. So we'll actually hear the finished product. So now I want to just play back the tracks and just let you hear what they sound like. So I don't have any effects on them, although yes I do. I've got it in the master mode. I just find it sounds best to play it back in mastering mode. You do have to be aware that you're going to have to pull your master way down before you crank it up, like if you're going to blast your speakers or your headphones. Because if you have this all the way up and you switch it to mastering mode, it's going to blast your eardrums and blow up stuff, so be careful. Alright, so hopefully I don't have this turned up too loud. We'll start with, I'm going to go to track, see the track button, and then I'm going to work my way over and find the guitars. So I have guitar 1, and I've placed it in track 4 at this point because I'm going to put my vocals in 1, 2, and 3. I'm just getting prepared for that mentally, and I always track in the first one and then just swap it around and move it, and then assign once I clean it up. Okay, so let's just play it back and hear what we have. So what I did to play it back, I'm connecting a easy cable to a simple TRS cable to this KB3. It's like a coaxial speaker playback. I don't have a stereo in here. But you could connect it to anything you wanted to that plays back, you know, via USB or via the outputs. this mic, the ribbon mic, on the ceramic driver. It kind of has like a woolly, thick, kind of flat sound. Listen to the difference. Okay, that one is with this mic on, I'm sorry, this one was Alnico on the ribbon running through the zoom as opposed to the rain. The rain was doing the Alnico blue in this condenser mic. So you just get like, this is bright and clear and like very detailed. This is a little more rolled off, kind of warm, flat. Put it together. Okay, let's go back and I'll show you what now you can kind of see why I like to do this two mic thing. Because now I get two separate sounds. It's not just the same tone. One's kind of like a thick, kind of old school Marshall tone, and one's kind of like a bright, more modern tone. You put them together in the best of both worlds. Watch, I'm gonna do the left one first, then the right one, and then we'll put them together. Here we go, left one first. Right. Those are the main guitars that kind of hold the whole song up. Alright, so let's get off of those. I'm going to disable those tracks. I'm going to go back to the track button and I'm going to find guitar solo. And I know that's like around the midway point. And let's just hear what that sounds like. I've got to go to like 1 minute and 30 maybe to when that kicks in. Maybe it's, no, that may be further along. Let me see. Yeah, dead silence, so we're not there yet. Hold on, let me see. Okay, here we go. This would probably be terrible playing, but at least you can hear what I did. It's not like the greatest thing you'll ever hear in your life. All right, then let me go back and play the other little unison bend thing that I did. Find that. That is called guitar bridge, is what I called it. Okay, so let's turn on a guitar bridge and go back a bit. I think it starts. Here it comes. These are the unison bends. Okay, there's that. And now finally, the acoustic guitar that I just tracked. That should start at the very beginning, so I went back to the beginning. Okay, now I'm going to put the drums in just so we can sort of hear, you know, like what we have so far. Alright, so drums. I went to my tracks 17 through 24, which I call the third bank. And I've got my third snare here. And then all we're missing now is a vocal, or vocals, and the bass guitar. That's got to be tracked. That's pretty cool. I like what I have so far. I don't know if you can tell or not, but it almost sounds like the acoustic guitar and the dual miking of the electric rhythm track really kind of gives it like a little bassy flow, almost like the bass is already there. It's weird. So you're sort of building the part before you even play it with some hints of it, you know. Adding this in, having this kind of duller presentation on one speaker and like brighter presentation on another creates like a little sonic tug of war that goes from one side to the, can be on one side and the other, give your ears some variance. So the challenge now is to lay down a cool bass part that doesn't distract or take anything away, only adds. And then coming up with a really, the vocal on this has got to be really good. The song it's so simple, it's like a few chords that it's all about the melody, the vocal melody, and the delivery. And it has to have emotion. It has to have something, really special to put it over so that people can feel, the passion. All right, my work is cut out for me. So, yeah, next time.